would your life change if you didn't have to work 60 hours a week? That was a question I asked myself when I'd been working in the banking industry. I spent almost a quarter of a century as a manager, and working 60 plus hours a week each week became very normal in terms of my lifestyle. I earned a great living, but it was at the cost of my freedom. I began to change into a person I didn't actually like when I worked there. As work became transactional, I caught myself treating my co-workers in the same fashion. Now obviously this wasn't something I wanted, but over time it crept into my life without realising it. So after years of dedication to a bank to whom I sacrificed both my personal time and family, I was invited to meet my boss, who informed me my role was redundant and I wouldn't be needed any longer. I thought, how did this happen? I gave so much, I sacrificed in the hours I worked. Fear began to creep into my mind. I had a mortgage, bills, people counting me every day to live. What now? If you've ever experienced anything like this, then one of two things happen. We become victims and find why it's everybody else's fault, which I admit I felt that mindset at first. Or two, I need to take control of my life. No one else is going to look after my needs and responsibility falls on my shoulders, and I didn't want to trade my time for money any longer. The day I left the role, it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I was able to take my life back. I was finally free to choose what I wanted to do and not what society says I should do. I really need to take time to shift my beliefs from being an employee to an entrepreneur. Maybe you can relate this in some form. Do you ever feel as though you're done with the corporate world and you're looking to start your own business? The challenge is, where do you go to get the education you need in order to be successful? Well, we live in a world where you need to unlearn and relearn new ideas if you want to change your life. You can find all the excuses on why you're stuck. I have no IT skills, I'm too old, I'm not a people's person, or a million others just like I did. What if you learn something new and you experience a wonderful community of like-minded entrepreneurs just like you and me from all different backgrounds? You can attend international conferences and attend live webinars. You have an up-to-date library of training you will need depending on the route you want to go in. And even if you're not ready to give up your current career, you can learn new skills at your pace. So what I did, I shared my email address and I received training videos explaining and showing me the education I needed and how it was delivered to me. Now this may or may not be for you, however if you take a few minutes you can prove that belief. Or if you're like me, this changed my life on many levels. If you want to get the training videos, click the link on the screen and enter your email to receive your training videos. And if not, no problem. For those who are interested, remember to leave your email to get the training videos you need. Take care now. Bye-bye.